always in the cold. For myself, it's a mix of leftover chicken and pork. I don't normally put pork in here because I don't eat it often enough. But we're having me and my wife are having pork chops tonight, and we cooked some ribs over the weekend on Sunday. And the last time we had hot doggo. So, but normally I just put in turkey, fish, chicken, and beef to ask people what they had for their protein. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We go live daily for meditations. We fell off the wagon there for the meditations, but it'll be daily meditations, daily lunch with me, and then I'm gonna start reposting my study with me sessions as well, because I'm studying my other course right now. I'm about almost halfway through. I still got a ways to go, but I want to show you guys how I get that done and get the reading done. Because again, it's gonna be reading and quiz questions, etc., for my mutual funds course, which I'm retaking. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into lunch. Okay. All right. We've got two leftover ribs. We've got leftover pasta, leftover veggies, and some leftover chicken. All right. So I'm probably going to put it all in the same Tupperware in a minute. Yo, what's going on, DNI Hoops? Welcome alive. We're about to get our lunch ready to go. I'm honestly probably going to dump it all in here. Nice. How's school going? You having a good school? Sesh? Gonna need a knife and a fork. There we go. We got our chicken. We got our ribs in there. I'm literally gonna eat it right out of the Tupperware because it's glass. Me and my wife trying to we switched all of our. We got rid of. We're getting away from plastic. This plastic's not good. It's got microplastics in it. So, and then we got some leftover broccolini in here. Got nice and balanced. And then what else we got? Leftover pasta, which I'm putting in here. So again, oh yeah, hell yeah. This pasta had it's like homemade mac and cheese that my brother-in-law made because my brother-in-law was in town. So we got some of that. We got some leftover broccolini for our veg, and then we got some leftover ribs and chicken. So we're gonna be eating this in a minute. Lots of Tupperwares. That frees up a whole bunch of Tupperware. Excellent. And there is leftover key lime pie, but I'm not having that because I had some the other night, and that's enough for me. So I fasted this last night until right now, and I'm about to break my fast. All I've had is caffeine, two coffees, one black coffee, one coffee with a smidge of milk. So, and a little Metamucil for fiber with some creatine and sea salt and Himalayan sea salt. So, popping this in the microwave for a little heat up. Might have a cornbread muffin. There's two left. Yeah, so probably will have one of those, maybe, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah. But look at all this Tupperware that we just got rid of. I'll put in the so this had the broccolini in it, this had the chicken in it, this had the pasta in it. So we're gonna get rid of that. And I don't think there's any more room to put any more Tupperware in here. Nope. Maybe just some room for store these in here. There we go. All right, hang on. Let's put them back here. There we go. Oh, there we go. And these go up here. So much Tupperware. There we go. And I'll get rid of this in here as well. Trying to find room. Oh dear. I have a better idea, actually. There we go. It's like Tetris, putting everything back in the dishwasher. Okay. There. Then all right. And there. So we're gonna have to do it like that. Whoa. And just gets caked with sauce and stuff. There you go. Oh no, that's not gonna work. All right, we got one there, one there, one there. Hopefully that works. Nope. God, these Tupperware, I'm telling you, they make a big. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right, good. Okay, I'll have to do. Hell yeah. Bon appetit. Mindset fam. Here it is. We've got pasta. Yo, what's going on, Emo P? A little bit of pasta, ribs, chicken, broccolini. Nice and balanced. A little bit of everything to break the fast. Hit subscribe if you're new here. We're going to go ahead and eat this. This is our lunch. And yeah. And while we're at it, let's go get ourselves a bubbly as well. Love having sparkling water. Favorite flavor right now is, yeah, blueberry pomegranate. I pretty much drank them all, I think. Oh, nice. There's more. Yeah. Great, great flavor. Blueberry pomegranate. There we go. All right. Let's start eating. Dog's outside. Let him out for a little potty. No. This is not an energy drink. This is a sparkling water. No energy drinks. Yeah, they're not good for you. I do not have energy drinks. Yeah. Sparkling water. I repeat, it's not an energy drink. How's your coaching thing going? Oh, yeah. Have you yet graduated? Matsu. Yes. Not yet. So, uh, you mean the whatchamacallit? The weight training practicum? Not yet. No. So I had to put that on pause because I started my mutual funds course, but I'm halfway through the mutual funds course. So once that's done and passed, then I will go back to finishing the weight training practicum. Yeah. Because I can't take the two courses at once, and it's just because I'm trying to get back into banking, so I need to retake that to be able to get back into banking. Because my background's in finance, right? Insurance, banking, they're all in finance, and that was what my field of study was in school. But in order to, get the best pay, you want to have that license. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yep. Definitely will become Mr. Coach and be able to help you train you virtually. Once I get that personal training, I got one more course to get the personal training, but I got to get those practicum hours done. Yeah, Kate McCarthy, I haven't seen. I know I had a couple days off of streaming, had some family in town, so I had to focus, be present. So, appreciate you guys being here. All right, let's have this broccolini. Mm. Mm-hmm. So very soon, very soon. I'd say in less than a year, I'd be able to be a certified personal trainer. I've been working on it. It's just we got a lot of stuff going on. Got a mortgage renewal coming up. Got Yeah, there's lots of other stuff too. It's not just the weight training course. But I will show you guys my studying for the mutual funds again. I want to get back into that in the office. I'm just studying in bed, like doing my reading. Because it's basically do three chapters of reading and then review those 3 chapters in quizzes and end of chapter summaries, questions. So I'll show you guys how I do it. how I study. Well, that's kind of how I do it. I chunk it out, 3 chapters at a time. There's 18 chapters. I'm in almost end of chapter 8. Mm, mm-hmm. Um, I don't play any sports right now. I did play soccer, basketball, box lacrosse. Um, yeah, soccer, basketball, box lacrosse. Box lacrosse is kind of like hockey, but you have like a shaft, and then it's got like a net, and then you throw the ball and stuff. It's really cool. Um, so I did that for a long time when I was in my teens, and I stopped playing. Hey Jeff, or Jeremy, what's going on? I stopped playing in grade 11, all sports, and then I just focused on bodybuilding because I love training. So that's just basically what I do now. I do men's pickup basketball, usually on Wednesdays, but because we've been so busy and because I've been focusing on my course, I want to get that done. So I've just been focusing on that right now, but I will get back into it soon. Mm-hmm. Here's Pino, by the way. He always goes in the garden. Yeah. But yeah, hit subscribe if you guys are new here. Mm, that's right. How'd your graduation go, Jeremy? When it gets warm like this, bugs just start flying everywhere. The flies and hornets and wasps. But I want to get some sunshine, so. Mm-hmm. Matsu. Only supplement I'm taking right now, um, is creatine monohydrate. That's it. And yeah, and protein powder, just for taking in between meals. I ran out of the optimized whey. It was a blend of whey concentrate and whey protein isolate, but I ran out of it, and I honestly didn't like the flavor. It tastes super artificial, and it really hurt my gut. So I'm gonna switch to another one. The best one that I've found is by Allmax Nutrition, and it's a whey protein isolate, milk chocolate flavor. It's my favorite, and it agrees with me the best. But just trying to eat whole food as much as possible. You don't need supplements. Um, but creatine has the most science to back it. Creatine monohydrate. You got to go. Oh, I have to go to my aunt in the hospital. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jeremy. Hope all is well. So creatine, yeah, it helps boost with endurance, energy, muscle recovery, muscle growth, and your strength. taking it. Mm, look it up. Um, but you can increase your strength when you're on creatine monohydrate. I can't remember the exact time frame, but take it every single day, 5 grams a day. You don't need to load or anything like that. When it says to load, ignore that. I thought you had to do that too, but after further research, you don't need to load. Loading means you're taking more than the 5 gram dose. You don't need to do that. It's very affordable. It's like $30. Some are $20. Um, and it's got 700 plus studies to back it. So again, do your research. I'm not yet certified, so I can't really give advice on supplements. But what I can say is, from my research and personal experience, when I'm on creatine monohydrate, they even said after I think 6 to 8 months or 6 to 8 weeks of consistent training with weight training specifically, it increases your strength 15 to I think it was 15 to 25% or 20 to 30%, which is huge. It's good for high intensity interval training. 'Cause high intensity interval training is like the way I train with weights, and it requires a lot of oxygen. And creatines help us with that. Hey, Cloud, welcome. Shush. Shh. Yeah. Shush. Have- Shush, pop. Shush. No. No. What is that? Mm, you got guests? Nice. Mm. Me and my wife had guests for the last like week. Had family over. Yeah, I mean, it's totally personal preference, Matsu. Whatever agrees with you. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. That's what I found that works for me because I like protein powder because I like having smoothies. And I make protein smoothie pretty much every day for work. So, and I put creatine in the smoothie with protein powder, with berries and Greek yogurt. And that seems to agree with me. So it's totally personal preference. Some people like to, I do rotate between protein smoothies and eggs. When I cook eggs, I'll make like 4 or 5 eggs and eat those because that's 6 grams of protein per egg. So that's already 30 grams of protein, right? For 5 eggs. So it just depends on what agrees with you and what you like. Some people will do eggs and oatmeal, right? That works too. Some people do Greek yogurt parfait with Greek yogurt, chia seeds. So at least 30 grams of protein for Greek yogurt, chia seeds, a couple tablespoons, granola, and berries. Super good. It's another alternative too. There you go. 3 breakfast ideas: protein smoothie, Greek yogurt parfait, eggs. Mm. But I will say though, the nicest thing about protein powder and the reason why I use it is because of time. I'm trying to save time. I want to be in and out the door quickly to go to work, and I don't want to be spending 30 minutes making food and eating. So that's why I choose to do a protein smoothie. Sorry, bone. Hmm. Hmm. This chicken's so good. We made it on the grill on Sunday. Just finishing it up. Oh, it's all bones. There. Mhm. All right. Oh, now we got the rest of the ribs. So for snacks for later, I'm gonna bring back apple and some trail mix. All right. That's it for that rib. Perfect. We got just enough time for a cornbread muffin because there's two left. So because me and my wife are training tonight, a little extra carbs will be put to use. There is only the pasta for carbs in here, and then we'll have the apple. That'll be carbs. I gotta leave back for work in like 15 minutes. So, right, let me go back inside, pop. Yes. Wait. Just pet my dog. All right, here we go. Bringing in the. God, it feels good to get some sun during the lunch hours, and it's much more bearable today. Only 20 degrees Celsius. Just gotta toss those bones for chicken and for the chicken and ribs. Ah, and then let's do a little push-ups before we leave. Because as much as possible, I want to keep up with 100 push-ups a day. So I'm just gonna wash my hands. Sure, for the rest of this stuff. There. Right there. Done. All right. I will not bring my phone driving again. That was not a good idea. But again, I wasn't really looking at it. I was just driving, showing you guys the drive back to work. But definitely not a good idea. So, because I can get pulled over for that. I don't want to do that. But I'm finishing this sparkling water. I'll put together my snacks. I'll show you guys that. And then we got to hit the road in about 15 minutes. So we got trail mix. Boom. Going back in the bag. We've got, what else we got? Okay. Trail mix, apple. Yeah, there we go. Little apple. Okay. Excuse me. And then we're going to do some push-ups in a minute. See how many rounds of push-ups I can do in 15 minutes. All right. Here we go. There we go. All right. I'll be right back. Be right back. Told you I'd be back. Mindset fam. All right, hang on. Excuse me. We're gonna do some push-ups. And then we're gonna hit the road because I gotta get back to work. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do as many pushes as I can. I'm aiming for 50. And then we'll do some more when we get back home. 16 more. 16 more. 11. 8. 7. 6. 5. 5 more. 3. 2. 1. Ah. Oh. Woo. 50 push-ups in a row. Mindset fam. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna update that on the iPad before we go. Because I've increased my reps a little bit over the last couple of days. That's good. The heart rate's gonna be a little bit high. Okay. Go like this. Notes. I've been writing in my notes. Boom. Where is it? No. Here we go. So what does it say? May 5th? Okay. There we go. May 5th. 50 push-ups at, we just did that at 12, let's say 42 p.m. So that's freaking awesome. So just another 50 to go. And if I have to spread them out over the next 2 sets, then I will. So nice. And I'm looking at the poll and you guys did, okay, it was pretty evenly split. People had some fish, chicken, and beef. So I had a combo of chicken and pork. So, okay. But man, yeah. Let's see what the heart rate got up to there. Definitely got my heart rate up to probably 120 or so doing those push-ups. It feels good though. Okay. Oh, really? It only went up to 87. It's already dropped down already. It's crazy. Okay. So we're at 50 push-ups, 12:42 p.m. And the reason I've been doing this little challenge, whoops, did not mean to restart. There. Is because it gives me natural energy boost, builds up my chest a little bit more by doing push-ups. And it's a nice little midday exercise snack, I call it, because it's just little bits of exercise. And it's good for you, right? Whether you like to do pull-ups, chin-ups, push-ups, a little bit of exercise sprinkled throughout the day makes a big difference for your mental health and your physical well-being. So I gotta go back to work. It was great chilling with you guys. Peace, Mindset fam, and I'll see you again tomorrow for 7:30 or 7:45 a.m. Pacific for our morning meditation, because I got to beat 58 days in a row. So much love. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. Peace, Mindset fam.